Sixth day of fighting in the Middle East brought an increase in the Palestinian death toll. It is now at 100 as Israel kept up its air barrage in an attempt to stop Hamas rocket fire on its towns and villages. It also brought more protests to the streets of New York. CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer live for us on the east side tonight. Marcia?
Well, another day of war in the Middle East, another day of protest here outside the Israeli Consulate on 42nd Street. And I can tell you, emotions are running very high.
We today are saying enough is enough.
With no ceasefire in sight and casualties mounting, supporters of both the Israeli and Palestinian sides are out in force here. In Queens, Shahar Azani from the Israel Consulate General's office rallied with elected officials and Jewish leaders outside Queens Borough Hall in support of Israel's Operation Pillar of Defense.
Israel is allowed to defend itself, but it is clear that you understand that.
These nations and these terrorists are going to have to realize that there's going to be coexistence or there's going to be war.
In Israel, Israeli aircraft struck a crowded area of Gaza and killed a senior militant, driving up the Palestinian death count to over 100. Israel also broadened its targets in the six-day offensive, whose goal is to put a stop once and for all to Hamas rockets firing on Israel. While passions were high in support of Israel's attempt to stop Hamas rocket fire from terrorizing its cities, towns, and villages, there were also many supporters of the Palestinian cause.
Israel should stop what it's doing.
I really want the U.S. to end its blind support to Israel.
Whether we like it or not, and whether we know it or not, we are supporting the occupation.
The big question for many is whether a ceasefire should be arranged.
We don't want a ceasefire that will actually make the people of Gaza suffer another 6 years of siege.
Or whether Israel should mount a ground offensive.
But if it has to be done, I'm trusting the people at the top that they know what needs to be done.
Well, a new poll by CNN shows that Americans sympathize with Israel 4-1, and a majority feel that Israel's military actions are justified. Reporting live from Midtown, I'm Marcia Kramer, CBS 2 News.
Marcia, thank you. With the Middle East on the brink of war, stay with CBS 2 and CBSNewYork.com for continuing coverage. We'll bring you all the developments as they happen.